All right, y'all. Welcome to the Millstone. Look, I recently had some comments back and forth on this platform, and someone was talking about how they didn't really believe in carrying a gun as a Christian because they live by faith. I said that's foolishness. I said, God protects us, but He's not protecting you 24/7 from everything around you. He allows things to happen. It doesn't matter why. God has an eternal mindset, not a physical, carnal mindset. If you're not comfortable carrying, look, a lot of sheriff departments, they have classes, some of them once a month, once a quarter. If you'll just get in contact with your local sheriff's department, especially down here in these southern states, a lot of them are more than happy to teach you how a firearm works. You don't even have to bring a firearm to some of them. You don't even have to own a firearm. They will teach you all the basics. There's a lot of good sheriff's departments out there that are willing to do that. All you got to do is make that phone call. But I believe part of living by faith is being prepared, but while also praying that you never have to do the thing. Everybody knows what the thing is if you're carrying on a full-time basis, right? If you carry 24/7, you know what the thing is. Hopefully, the only time it ever leaves that holster is when you're putting rounds down range, right? Nobody wants to shoot someone. I'll caveat. Obviously, there's bad people out there. That's why you should be carrying one. I don't want to fearmonger anyone. I don't think you should live in fear. I think you should live in a state of at least semi-preparedness, right? You're prepared for a car wreck. You have insurance. You're prepared for hospital bills or doctor bills because you have insurance. You're prepared for the death of a loved one because they have life insurance, right? And so owning that firearm is just a form of physical insurance, right? And it's literally, it's no big deal if you're not comfortable with them, right? You have multiple levels of features that keep you protected here, okay? You have a safety, right? If the safety is up, no shoot. You're good to go. Safety's down. Little red dot. Red mean bad. Bang, bang. Means it'll shoot. It's thumb. It's that simple. It's barely a fine motor skill, right? Trigger. It's empty. Trigger. You have a trigger safety. So if I don't fully depress my finger on this trigger, it won't fire. See, look. Nothing. Even nothing. I have to have my finger on that trigger all the way to fire that weapon, right? You want to know how you know when it's empty? The moment you fire the last round, this is what your pistol is going to look like. Magazine will be in there and it will be locked to the rear. To know if it's empty, you will simply turn it a little so that you can see in here. You'll see that magazine will be poking up. You'll be able to tell, hey, there's no brass left in this. If you're done firing, rack after you drop your magazine and holster. It's not a big deal. It's easy. All right? You get done firing, you're ready for your next round to put down range. You should not pull your pistol to you. All right? You shouldn't move your pistol once you're already set up to fire. Once you're set up to fire, that pistol should remain right here unless it malfunctions because you're training, as we like to say in the military, train as you fight, right? Now, I don't have my correct holster on me today, but you're firing down range. Bam, last shot. This is what your pistol looks like. You drop your magazine. All right? Some people, they put the new magazine in and they rack it back and then move their hand. I disagree with that. I don't think that's fine. I don't think that's training like you should fight. You're up here, you're firing, bang, last round. You drop magazine. You get new magazine from wherever you train to keep it, preferably somewhere in the front, because your hands are already up here. Your hands are already in front of you. You put the new magazine in. You just put the magazine in, rotate your hand. There's no need for you to reach up here. You're wasting time. This is valuable time in the sense that you actually need it. You're up here. Your mag release is down here, so you ain't got to worry about that. It's not in the way. Slide release. Pushed. You're still out here. You never move. Your sight picture should be relatively the same. You start putting lead down range. It's not something to be worried about. It's not something to be afraid of, right? As long as nobody's pointing the end of that barrel down your nose, you have no need to be afraid of the firearm. The only time to be worried about a firearm is in the hands of an idiot, an uneducated firearm person, running around toting just because they think it makes them look cool. It ain't got nothing to do with being looking cool. Firearms are meant for one purpose. I know you see videos on YouTube of people going out here target practicing, going to these competitions. The firearm was never meant for competitions, all right? Firearms were designed to destroy life. That's period. But that doesn't mean that you, as a carrier and a U.S. citizen, should be afraid of the firearm. You should tote it, you should respect it, and you should respect those around you to know the proper time to take that thing out of its sleeve, to put that thing to work. So even though you live by faith, make sure you own a sword. And if you own a literal sword and you're legally carrying it, hey, by all means, more power to you. But preferably, trade that sword in for a firearm nowadays. Get you a pistol, get you a size that you're comfortable with, find you somewhere to go, make sure you have some ammo. I'm not telling you to go out here and prep and buy 1,000 rounds. I'm telling you to go out there, buy a 50-round box, put them down range, get comfortable, go buy a 50-round box again. The next time you want to go, make sure you have a full mag though, all right? And the more comfortable you get, the more you want to keep a little bit, because you're going to want to shoot a little more. You're going to want to practice a little more. You may like it enough that you want to go start training for some of these competitions. That's all well and good. But the number one thing you need to keep in mind when you are carrying a firearm is that it is designed with a purpose to take life. So you respect it, and you respect your brothers and sisters around you to know when it is appropriate to take that thing out of its holster and put it to work. Make sure that you're striving to be on the right side of things, all right? When you carry, you have a responsibility to carry with integrity. You know, you can't be some hot-headed joker running around. I'll kill them. One, nobody's gonna respect you like that. Nobody, especially you a man, and that's how you act. Nobody's gonna respect you like that, right? You carry that gun with integrity. You carry yourself with integrity. And you only ever take that thing out if you think you're gonna have to use it. Have to use it. All right? Now get out there and get trained. Get up and go do something. Get off the couch.